understand from our previous conversation that 2008 is when you came here, although I understand you have been here before too.
We have been here before, in smaller numbers. We have been here for thousands of years. But we came in force in 1952 and then in a much larger force in 2008 and have been here ever since.
You came back in a larger force in 2008? Why? What happened exactly?
The Cabal was preparing the calling of the people, a mass killing. It was related to the end times of 2012. We stopped that. Agenda 21 to be exact. It was to start in high gear in 2012. It's slowed down now, but not off yet, unfortunately.
Does it have to do with the New World Order agenda? Elimination of human population, etc.?
Yes, it is part of the New World Order.
Okay, wow, so you came back for that. Now, what do you mean the end times? I understood that 2012 and all that only meant the ascension process.
In reality, it is an ascension process, as you said. The problem is that the Cabal used the 9/11/2001 as a start or a heating up of the negative plan.
Wow, this is an explosive information, at least for me. I wasn't really aware of it.
Now you are.
So among other reasons, that's why you came.
Yes, there isn't just one reason, it's many.
Can you give me the other reasons of why you are here?
Solving the problems of Earth is not something we can do from outside. It has to be done from inside. So what we do is to point things out to people, so they will in turn see more, investigate on their own until a tipping point in consciousness is achieved, and then things will start to turn towards the positive. And you don't have to awaken the masses, don't worry about that. All you need is to awaken a key core of people. The rest will follow. And they will follow because they are not even real people, but manifestations within the mind of the few real people on Earth. We are on a massive contact campaign now to give information that will resonate with some people. It may not resonate with most, but it doesn't need to. All we need is to activate a few key people. Then a chain in reaction will occur.
But after it resonates with them, is that the purpose of the contact? Just for it to resonate? The resonance is enough?
As it resonates, it fulfilled. It makes those key people understand who they are. They will be in alignment with their true self and will start to manifest a different reality for themselves, and therefore for the rest of humanity or of the world. As they manifest, they change the world. They terraform. Those key people are manifesting all the reality you see. What I mean is that if you have a certain amount of key people and they all understand what's going on, then they will manifest a new reality for all, because the remainder of the population on Earth is just more matrix. As they are just more matrix, they are the product of the manifestation of those mentioned key people. We, or anyone else, cannot come into Earth shooting at all the negatives and cleaning the place, setting a new holographic government and all, because it won't last. It won't last because it has been done that way before, with horrible results. People tend to make us into deities. We are not. We are messengers. That's the very meaning of the word angels. And for hundreds, if not thousands of years, they've been pinning that angel thing on us over and over again. That's because the people of Earth are brought up that way, to look for a parent to take care of them. And in a way, that could be used to describe us versus humans. We are a race who is self-responsible. therefore we are adults. The humans, on the other hand, don't know how to be responsible. The people of the earth have to be told what to think, what's right and what's wrong, who to listen to. First the father and the mother, then the teachers in school, then the bosses at their jobs, and the priests and the politicians. They are guided all the time and don't know how to make their own decisions. They are in a hive mind, at least most of them. So they must learn how to grow up, be self-responsible. The humans must be the ones who transcend the oppressors, not us. We don't need the credit. We know who and what we are. The humans must do the work. But going back to why we are here exactly now. We are here to help and aid the liberation of Earth from hostile alien takeover, mostly reptilian in origin. We are also here to aid and study the ascension of Earth from a scientific point of view. And many of us come here for personal reasons as well. Apart from that, but related, we are here to place starseeds on the surface to aid the awakening of humankind from the inside, the ones who want to go in, then to monitor, find and bring them back home once they have fulfilled their task.
I see. And it can't be done from your planet?
It can and is, but it's faster and much more comfortable to do so from a ship in orbit. The main problem with doing so from the planets is because there is a significant 4.5 to 1 time-slip ratio. That is, for each day in our planets, 108 hours have passed on Earth. 4 days, 12 hours for each day on our planet.
Is it the same time ratio for you now in the orbit?
No, from here time is only 5 minutes slower per day. If I had a watch and I synchronized it with yours, tomorrow mine will be 5 minutes slower than yours. Day after, it will be 10 minutes slower, and so on.
But you are still in the 5th density up there in the orbit, so shouldn't it be the same as on your planet?
No, time is relative to each person. It is not a universal constant, as Einstein wrongly claims it is. Time in a planet is the average of the perception of the entire population inside it.
So it has nothing to do with densities?
No, only because densities are tied to consciousness. Time is a product or a perception of each individual consciousness. In itself is non-existent.
Okay, you say that the time is only the perception within the consciousness of the people residing in the given world or density. Is that why your time in the orbit is so similar to ours here? Because you are closer to the 3D and our consciousness affects you there?
Correct. And also because we are coordinating with you and with Earth events. So our collective perception of time is similar from here in orbit.
Okay. Going back to the reasons why you are here. Is there another reason you are here? You said it is to help us ascend. But is it important for you that we ascend? Or is your helping us purely altruistic? I understand you are here to help. The question is why? The deeper why. Is it perhaps that our presence in 5D is needed for some reason?
The real population of Earth is made of starseeds, even if they have been on Earth several or thousands of incarnations. They are all starseeds because they don't originate on Earth, they are source. So essentially, the real people on Earth are us, all, our family. And we cannot be truly free if someone else is oppressed. Also, many of us are there and here at the same time. We want to get all our timelines variants out. And yes, you are needed in 5D because 5D is home, as home as it can get outside the non-physical existence.
You said you cannot be truly free if someone else is oppressed. You don't feel yourself to be a free race with us oppressed?
Complicated answer. My people say and feel they carry a lot of karma, things like nuking Mars, for example. So they feel that this cleans their karma. The problem is that the karma concept is wrong. You don't have to carry bad karma. You do only because you choose to do so. You liberate karma when you understand the why your past events took place. You overcome karma when you accumulate and process sufficient wisdom to let the all go. From that point of view, we are here only because of altruistic reasons.
We definitely must talk about the concept of karma in the future.
No problem. I am here for you.
And you volunteered to come here?
Yes, it's strictly volunteer. Mostly it is the young and idealistic Taygetans who come here. The older ones prefer other things.
Going back to not feeling free, as it is still on my mind, you said we cannot be truly free if someone else is oppressed. Does it mean you feel compassion for the humans? Or you help just to be free yourselves? Or is it all connected?
It is connected. The concept that we are all one is very clear from here. We are a very empathic race, and we suffer in the shoes of others as in our own. So we do it because we can do something about the problem. If we do nothing, it makes us as guilty as those who perpetuate the problem, because we do have the solution.
I imagine that you can provide the solution within the limits of the laws.
Yes, correct. And the problem is that many may not understand the solutions, as it's very metaphysical. In short, though, you change the perception of the real people who are manifesting the matrix from the inside, and you solve the problem. The problems on Earth are the external reflection, mirror of a split and traumatized self of the real people manifesting the matrix. That's the problem here.
This is very deep and I love it. The real people here are the ones manifesting and maintaining the matrix, mind-controlled to do so. The matrix imposed by the negative ones, and to change our perception, consciousness, is to reprogram the matrix from within. I think I understand.
And that is why we are now, my race, for lack of better words, but also many others, in an extensive campaign to mass contact people all over the globe. This is massive, like never seen before. Yet, we who are doing so are comparably few, and the contact doesn't take place using the same means or methods of contact. The methods are adapted to the receptive capacity and the preferences of each individual.
Why is it massive now?
Why now? Because it's only now when we understood the necessity of the mass contact. It's the real war. It's a war for the mind and the perception of the people of Earth. The problems on Earth will not be solved with blockades and plasma guns. It's to use the very nature of the matrix, its inner workings, to defeat itself. If we can contact enough people and awaken them, help them see things differently, then they will be the ones who solve the problem from the inside, and this will not go against any space law.
I love it, and I imagine you tried to solve the problems earlier in our history too, always adapting the strategies.
We have, always trying to influence from the inside, like Joan of Arc. Mostly alone, heavily trained Taygetans, placing themselves in harm's way for the greater good.
You said we needed 51% of people to awaken, to tip the timeline towards a positive direction. At what percentage are we now?
Not completely clear yet. Somewhere in the vicinity of 49 to 50%. Other races calculate a not so favorable 32%.
Okay, not bad though. And how come that it occurred to you just now to implement a massive contact strategy? Because I'm still not sure about that.
It occurred because new data was received. Data on how time and timelines really work. As I said above, your real population is made of starseeds. Metaphysically speaking, you on Earth are us all. So waking you up, we are directly influencing the timeline toward the positive one.
Are other planets in the similar situation to ours? And are you helping them too?
Yes, there are exactly 9 other planets in a similar condition, 10 in total. But none of them are in such a critical condition and are as relevant as Earth is.
Why is Earth so important?
Because it's closer to us and to a very large variety of species, because it's full of their starseeds and we all must take care of our own. Also, for strategic reasons. This is the negative stronghold. If Earth's negative forces are defeated on Earth, the other planets in trouble will also be liberated. The other planets are only nodes of the Earth's cabal, Mars and Venus, for example. Earth is the key planet.
Key in this quadrant, you mean? Because the universe is very large.
Yes, this quadrant and problem of negative infiltration.
Can you specify the problem of negative infiltration, please?
The negative forces going into peaceful planets to overtake and dominate the indigenous populations using lies and mind control for service to self purposes.
So this is a key planet for them also. Why so much interest in Earth from both sides?
That's right. See it as the negative forces headquarters, and also because in other positive timelines, Earth is also the headquarters of the Federation. It's the negative forces headquarters and the Federation headquarters at the same time.
Now this is interesting. You mean we are the headquarters of the Federation in other timelines? So isn't that by helping us here now, you are also saving the Federation in other timelines?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's all concentrated here.
And why are the negative ones interested in the 3D planet? Or you mean they made it 3D?
We, the Federation, made it 3D. The negative forces only hijacked it and used the 3D in their favor. We did not intend it to make it such a difficult place.
You made it 3D? It is getting interesting. I need to save this topic to go into more depth later. Overall, I feel amazing chatting with you, although still in awe of why you are giving us so much information. I feel so privileged and still scratching my head.
We are doing it because it is necessary. See this information as the real earth-changing ammunition. It is not information, it is ordnance.